Top 5 X spells in Magic the Gathering, Black Edition. Number 5, Death Cloud. X and triple black for a sorcery from Darksteel that says each player loses X life, discards X cards, then sacrifices X creatures and X lands. Death Cloud is Smallpox's big brother, and is best in stack-style decks that utilize artifacts, enchantments, and planeswalkers for mana and other advantages, since those card types dodge the double-sided sacrifice effect. Number 4, Black Sun Zenith. X black for a sorcery from a classic cycle in Mirrored and Besieged that says put X -1/-1 counters on each creature, then shuffle Black Sun Zenith into its owner's library. Not quite as definite as Damnation, but a little more versatile, being able to kill indestructible creatures and potentially synergize with cards like the Scorpion God. Number 3, Profane Command. X black for a sorcery from the Lorwyn command cycle that allows you to choose 2 options from a batch of 4. In this case, you can choose target player loses X life, return target creature with mana value X or less from your graveyard to the battlefield, target creature gets -X until end of turn, or up to X target creatures gain fear until end of turn. Like the other commands, you give up some mana efficiency for a sharp increase in versatility. Profane Command can get you out of a hole or act as a finisher, all in one card. Number 2, the Meat Hook Massacre. X black for a legendary enchantment from Midnight Hunt. It says when it enters the battlefield, each creature gets -X until end of turn. Then it has 2 static abilities that say whenever a creature you control dies, each opponent loses 1 life. And whenever a creature an opponent controls dies, you gain 1 life. Meat Hook has been chopping up Standard, Explorer, Pioneer, and Historic since it was printed. The capability of acting as a sweeper against aggro and mid-range decks, gaining life initially to stay out of burn spell range, then hanging around for incidental value for the rest of the game is crazy strong. Not to mention if you play it in a sacrifice deck with this little cat, you can drain your opponent in double time. After many months of domination, the hook finally got banned in Standard, to mixed opinions, but aggro enjoyers breathed a sigh of relief. Number 1. Mind Twist. X and a black for a sorcery coming out of Alpha that says target opponent discards X cards at random. Mind Twist is a simple card, but it's among the strongest ever printed. Making your opponent discard cards is one thing, but making them discard at random is significantly better. Mind Twist is also aptly named because oftentimes, even in situations where the victim of a twist still has the potential to come back, the mental toll of losing your entire hand to 1 card is too much. The twist is banned in Legacy, but will remain a high pick in Vintage Cube drafts for years to come. Honorable mention goes to another OG X spell that technically didn't start as an X spell, Drain Life. Its original alpha printing is 1 and a black for a sorcery that says it deals 1 damage to any target for each additional black mana you spend beyond the casting cost. Then you gain life equal to the damage dealt, but not more than the toughness of the targeted creature or the life total of the targeted player. So like many cards in the old days, Wizards put flavor over function and restricted the drain to only the amount of vitality the victim held. It wasn't until Y2K that they changed the mana cost and included an X and added the text box you could only spend black mana on X. A few years later, a cleaner and strictly better version of Drain Life was printed in Mirrodin, called Consume Spirit, which dropped the limit on the life gain, but the term drain was already firmly lodged in the Magic lexicon. Follow for more top 5s.